Wherever I go, wherever I see, I remember you. If you
Hello friends, welcome to 7-minute study. In this video I'm going to discuss ambiguous grammar and how we can understand the basic examples of ambiguous grammar, what ambiguous grammar is. Ambiguous grammar is one which has these three, which follows these three rules basically, because we can say that a grammar which has more than one derivation tree, more than one leftmost derivation, or one more than one rightmost derivation are known as ambiguous grammars. All right, so I'm just going to give some examples of these, and then we can understand much more detail about production rules, derivation trees, etc. in the flat or the formal languages and automata theory playlist, which I'm going to make in the future. So please stay tuned in order to know about the updates. So we can consider the following example in case to understand the ambiguous grammar or grammar ambiguity, wherein we have a string given as 4 A's, and the grammar is S tends to SS, S tends to A. So we are going to have two leftmost derivations in this case, where we can generate two leftmost derivation cases being possible here. Like first we have in both the cases we started in with the first production rule given in the grammar, and then we first expanded A here to like the S has been changed to A. You can just observe every step where I have noted down in order to understand step more clearly. You can just take a screenshot if you wish to, because that might be more helpful. Yeah, so we are going on expanding this S again. Now it's going to be expanded in terms of left fashion, like this. The string is, or the production is being expanded in the form of this fashion. Here too the same is happening here, but here we haven't gone with the expansion of S tends to A directly in the second step, wherein we expanded again to SS, and then S has been again expanded to SS, and then later on we are generating just S to A, S to A, S to A, and so on to get to the destination string. Alright, you can observe the same happening here in the case of derivation trees. In order to understand derivations, that is, derivation is nothing but basically a process of generating a string or a destination string from given grammar or set of productions. Alright, so derivation tree is nothing but a representation or a diagrammatical representation of the derivations which have been possible. The first, like LMD, this is the first LMD, leftmost derivation. For this we are going to have the tree generated like this, where we have the leftmost S tends to change to produce to A, and then we have expanded S, and again the leftmost S has been changed to A, and then here A, the leftmost, and then the last S has been produced to A. So in case of secondmost LMD2, we have the second leftmost derivation here. For this, the corresponding derivation tree would be done like this. First we expanded the S to be again SS, and then S to SS, and then again all the SS have been transformed to A. So the destination string of A has been reached. So this is what basically ambiguity is, wherein you have two leftmost derivations or two rightmost derivations being possible, and you can even observe more than one derivation tree. That might be a leftmost derivation tree or a rightmost derivation tree. So let's consider another important example, which might be mostly asked in exams, most of the exams, the dangling-else problem. So what is a dangling-else problem? A dangling-else problem is one in which a computer programming is having optional else clause in an if-then statement results in the nested being ambiguous. Formally, the reference context-free grammar of the language is ambiguous, meaning there is more than one correct pass tree being possible for this kind of grammar. Alright, so what's happening there? We can have more than two or three possibilities of having the then statement to be changed into another if loop. So you can clearly observe this. All right. So if directly it's been terminated, here we again have another possibility. Other S1 and S2 are two statements, and then the exp is nothing but an expression 1 and expression 2. The string we have to generate from the dangling else problem or the statement problem is that if E1 then if E2 then S1 else S2. Alright, for that we are going to generate derivation trees, which are going to be both leftmost derivation trees. First we have the statement being generated expanded with the help of this production, and then we are going to expand this expression to E1 using this production, the second one, and then this is first production and this is the second production. For your clarity, I'm going to just number those. All right, so from the first production we got this line, and from the second production we got this, and so on. From the first production again we expanded the statement, and then we got E2, and from first production S1 and S2. So we are mapping this in order to show that we have derived the string to be generated. And similarly we have another leftmost derivation tree possible here too. You can understand the flow by just watching the production rules, how it's being generated. So we have two leftmost derivations. So actually according to the rule, this is a ambiguous grammar. In order to solve or resolve the ambiguity, we have this possibility wherein we use both matched and unmatched statements. In case of matched statements, we have the statement being terminated at some point. Alright, in case of unmatched statement, we have the statement being in loop at the number of times. We might get the, let's say, if A1 else A2, that's just else A2, that's just terminating. Alright, if we have another case of possibilities like if A1, if A2, if A3, else A7 then A2. So that might be the case of dangling else problem. So we have possibilities wherein first we have the unmatched statement, and then we end at the matched statement. Here it's an matched statement. So matched statement is nothing but the statement at which we always terminate. Alright, so here actually the matched statement would be S1 or S2. It's not statement. Alright, a statement can be a matched statement or an unmatched statement, and a matched statement is always being terminated, and an unmatched statement is always not being terminated. Okay, so that's what is the way we can resolve the ambiguity. Just take a screenshot of this in order to understand ambiguity in case of dangling else grammar. Thanks for watching the video.